No, that's wrong. Dixie Diamonds 296. Mets 6:37 a.m. Dixie 3:37 p.m. As requested by Crown Prosecutor Edmund Barton, Peter Norton and defense attorney Brad Wolf huddled together outside the courtroom where the trio discussed the Grafton Three in hushed tones. How are they holding up? Barton asked Wolf. Wolf intoned. Good question. Obviously, all three are unhappy about being in jail, and Jones in particular is quite vocal about needing to be bailed out ASAP. The other two are a bit more dejectedly resigned to their circumstances and stoical about the slow speed concerning the wheels of our justice system. By the way, we'll need 2 more lawyers. Each man deserves to have his case represented in his best interest, not the group's, and not for the prosecution against Brency. There's no problem with me representing all 3 for the bond hearing, but each man needs to have his case defended in whatever way is needed to protect the individual. Wolf's tone and gesturing changed from informative to performative as he added, a cynical man might think that having one lawyer represent all 3 could be a wonderful lever to demand a retrial should things not go their way. But I'm not willing to use them as pawns by putting them in jeopardy in order to create cause. And before you say it, he continued, reverting to a calmer demeanor and less punctuated delivery, that CYA goes for me as well. There's bound to be some conflict of interest between Jones, Chime-Even, and Woodcock, and I could put my arse in the sling if I don't represent my client to the best of my abilities, and I can't do that for all 3 simultaneously. I'll continue to represent Jones, but Chime-Even and Woodcock will each need his own lawyer. Understood, Barton said with a nod. Jones has his bond covered, he asked, rubbing his chin with the thumb and index finger of his right hand, his head tilted to the side. He does, Wolf said with a grin. I said all 3 need their own lawyers to be fairly represented. I didn't say that I wouldn't enjoy beating the rich and powerful while being able to charge a rate that makes me a bit more of those 2 attributes, all while working to ensure that justice is done. So you'll take care of Jones' surety bond? Norton asked. If by take care of you mean arrange the transfer, I will, Wolf replied. He's given me power of attorney in order for me to expedite his release. Do you have suggestions for defense attorneys for Chime-Even and Woodcock? Norton asked. I do, Wolf said with a nod. I emailed Eddie my list just before leaving the office. May I suggest you do the same, and the 2 of you can come up with a pair of defense lawyers that I can work with in order to have our 3 come away from this with minimal penalties? Yes, Barton said. Peter and I will look over your list and confer with you. Are you planning to post a surety for Jones today? I am. Let me know when, Barton said. We'll get him someplace safe and have him watched over. Perfect, Wolf replied with a grin. I was just going to ask about that, he added with a nod before shaking Barton's, then Norton's hands.